Brother F, hit me.
Yeah. DJ Clue.
Shout out to DJ Clue. Pardon the sound quality. This is a throwback. This was recorded from a tape.
Chill.
Damn, the good old days.
Do remember.
95.
Rest in peace. Word up. Yo, Nas. Where you represent?
Queensbridge, basketball season.
Young Nas.
The commissioner.
Woo.
Clue.
Classic Nas.
Facts.
Classic Clue.
Godcast, episode 115.
Facto.
115. Chill. Nas. Please. QB. Yo, time, yo. Time was slow. Don't word.
High pitched voice Nas.
Chip tooth Nas.
Niggas must have forgot.
Nasty Nas, word.
Nasty Nas.
Shouts to Nas, shouts to Clue, shouts to old school fucking mixtape freestyles, B. That's not even like a thing no more, right? Like that shit don't even exist.
This is like the equivalent of like the best basketball players coming out to the dunk contest.
Or to the Rucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right, or that.
Word.
Right. Good shit.
Shout out to Nas, shout out to Clue, shout out to the listeners, and welcome world, episode 115 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. I am the brother Burnz, and as always to the left of me, I got the brother BS.
CS to the OP, you know what it be, man. 150 episodes, you know what it is.
On the check-in, were you done?
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
On the check-in, Bludshot.
You already know, nigga. We in the Wild Hunters. We in Harlem. 115 all day. Brah.
Shout out to brother F in Straight Fuego Studios.
Yo.
Always with the crystal clear quality.
For your ELO penetration, baby.
There you go. Now, we are here today to discuss a very important topic. A few weeks ago, Rolling Stone put out the top 200 hip-hop albums of all time, a list put together by their esteemed group of
Writers.
what's the word?
Panelists?
Writers, experts,
Panelists.
journalists. And they came up with a list. We didn't totally agree with their list.
Facts.
Not at all.
A lot of their placing was way
In fact,
off.
we weren't the only ones. A lot of people disagreed with that.
Oh, no, we weren't. Definitely not the only ones.
There was a lot of controversy regarding the placement of certain albums, certain classics being left off or being relegated to a lower position, certain newer albums being put above some fucking like historic moments of hip hop.
Word. Recordings.
And so we at Last Breath Entertainment and the Godcast decided to put together our own list. We gathered a top 10 list from every host, and then we tallied them up, giving a point system of 1 to 10, meaning if your album was listed at number 1, you got 10 points, and if your album was listed as number 10, you got 1 point.
1 point. Yeah.
So we had some surprises. Before we get to those surprises, I want to talk the Rolling Stones list.
Okay.
And oh shit, that's my alarm for my diet. Shout out to Apex 1.
Okay.
And
Did you say diet?
Yeah, my diet plan, my health plan. Shout out to Apex 31, excuse me, at Apex 31.
Yeah.
Go get your program.
You trying to get litty for the summer, yo?
I can't wear the thotty shorts and be fucking chubsky, you know what I'm saying?
He's got to wait
Scottie
till
Pippen.
August.
Yeah, bro, I gotta.
Nah,
have
that's why
it
we're going in.
looking right,
That's why we're
kid.
going in October, right?
Yeah, I got mad time to get right.
This guy, Scottie Pippen over here.
But I have, but I have an alarm because I have to take
Come on,
my
Optimus
pills
Prime.
and shit, and I gotta get it right. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But shout out to them. Shout out to the brother Angelo. And if y'all are interested and want to do some research, it's at Apex 31,
Sure.
and you can look them up and you can place your order. And I have a referral code, so if you're gonna order, holla at me. I'll send you the referral code, and we can both eat. That's how it be.
Where can we holla?
Now at fuck. I changed the gram name. It's at money_Burnz with a Z. Make sure y'all follow that. Make sure you're also following at GAHHD_podcast. Make sure you're also following at the real_VSOP. Twitter exclusive. Make sure you're following at deadass_worldwide. Make sure you're following at EthanR711 for the studio and music and shit and videos now. And make sure you're following at LunarBright_whitening for the teeth whitening and the show management if you're trying to get on the show. And make sure you're following me on AMP, Club Joe's. That's at money_Burnz. And let's get that popping. And just follow everything, bro. Follow us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe at Godcast.
We promise we won't lead you in the wrong direction.
Word. So, the Rolling Stone 200. One of the top controversies was the placement of Cardi B. She was at like number 16.
16.
Of the top 100 hip-hop albums of all time.
Yes.
That's
No,
all
200,
time.
200.
Oh, 200. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm looking at it. 200. Well, even regardless, she was at number 16.
Yeah, that's even worse.
So, all the other albums were after her, so it wouldn't have changed.
They wildin'.
But
They wildin'.
she was above classics such as Nas Illmatic,
Matic, Good Kid, Mad City,
Good Kid, Mad City.
Ice Cube's first album.
They wildin'.
Yeah, she was above a lot of classics. The Fugees.
So not only to we're not discrediting Cardi for what she's done a lot. So we got to see in what context they were judging the albums. Like what exactly was the criteria? Because we know that with her album, she got a lot of awards and records that she broke. But for example, I wouldn't put Missy in the top 10 and they put her in the top 10. I wouldn't put Lauren's Miseducation because I don't consider it a hip hop album. So we got to know what kind of context they, what criteria went into it.
All right, you'd have to ask them. I don't know what criteria they used. I could tell you what criteria we used.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that was listing our top 10 hip hop albums based on, whatever your preferences are, your personal preferences. So somebody might have enjoyed the lyricism, somebody might have enjoyed the production, whatever. As expected, a lot of the lists were similar. You know what I mean? We all have very similar musical palettes. There were a couple surprises here and there. Right. Not something that caught me off guard or by surprise, but there was only one mention of Eminem. And he was only on one list. It was the Eminem show. Yeah. Shout out to the Black Dom. Make sure you're following at the Black Vault, at the BLACC Vault, for all your sneaker needs and shit. And he on his list, I believe at like number 7 or 8 was the Eminem show. So that was kind of surprising. Another surprise to me was that Ghostface's Iron Man didn't make the top 10 list at all. It only actually got 2 votes. It was on my list and it was on BS's list. So it had a total of I think 7 points.
Right. How high did you have it in your list?
I had it probably at 5 or 6, maybe. I feel like you might have had it at 7. So it might have had more points. It might have had 9 points. But it wasn't up there, Yeah. And I thought Ghostface Iron Man got more respect. Tupac's All Eyes on Me making the list caught me a little bit by surprise. On the list, there's a couple of other little surprises. We actually got 2 ties. The top 3 didn't surprise me. Not at all. Other surprises? We didn't have anything from the 80s. It's all 90s.
None at all?
There might have been... No, I don't even think we had many votes.
I had one from the 80s, actually, on my list.
Who was that?
Number 5, Slick Rick. Adventures in Slick Rick.
Oh, yeah. I think you were the only one that mentioned it.
Okay.
And I feel like there was 2 votes for Public Enemy.
Public Enema.
I don't know.
What's a Public Enema?
Yeah, but this is the Last Breath top 10 hip hop albums of all time as compiled by Last Breath Entertainment, and number 10 is actually number 10 and 11 because it starts with a tie. And it's funny because they're actually both West Coast albums.
True indeed.
So for some reason, like, there's a couple connections on this list, and we'll break into them. We'll get into them. So at number 11, and when there's a tie, one number gets like number 10 and one number gets number 11. Which one gets which one? I don't fucking. It don't matter. I don't think.
What?
So at number 11 was All Eyes on Me, Tupac, with 14 compiled. Something.
That's a big number.
That's a big number.
14
compiled point. Number one. All right. So number one got 59 total points.
Okay. All right. So in comparison, it is a small number.
It was a small number.
So that means very few of us voted on it.
Very few.
And
But it still made the top 10 though.
Yeah.
So-
True.
And then it was tied at number 10 with another West Coast classic, The Chronic,
The Chronic.
by Dr. Dre.
I think The Chronic was the precursor to All Eyes on Me, so I would have to put that one ahead of All Eyes on Me.
All right. So on the list it's ahead.
Yeah.
But I think these two selections being where they are just shows like
Our actual
our our
like our
taste
palate,
is
yeah.
very East Coast,
Driven,
90s, New York.
True.
Of course, at that time, you know, The Chronic was big, a huge album, so we fucked with it heavy.
Right.
And you know, All Eyes on Me, same thing. But
Yeah.
for the most part, in our favoritism, in our bias,
Yeah.
leans heavy to East Coast, 90s, New York,
Even though The Chronic was at that time inescapable.
and
Like,
the
it
biggest album of the time.
It was playing everywhere. Like whether you were East Coast, West Coast, whatever, it was playing at a party. It was playing at a barbecue. It was playing after school during football practice. I remember it was playing everywhere.
And the videos.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
It was definitely dominant.
absolutely, 100%.
Like I said, even for us on the West Coast, on the East Coast, excuse me. I remember like MTV and BET.
Being
MTV
big on it.
for some reason more so, but they would play mad The Chronic videos.
They would always play G Thing.
Hell yeah, and Dre Day,
and Let Me Ride.
Let Me Ride.
Facts.
Yeah.
But them shits was the shit at the time,
Nah,
so
they
you
were
didn't
super videos.
complain.
They were super dope videos.
Yeah, but that goes to show again our bias is gonna skew towards East Coast New
Yeah,
York
sorry,
90s.
y'all.
But shout out to Tupac, All Eyes on Me. I believe that's one of Bloodshot's favorite album.
True. What was your favorite track off that album, Blood?
Off the All Eyes on Me,
The double, yeah.
there's a lot, but that's why I put it as like one of the top 10 albums, because the fact that it was a double album. And I look at albums like, you know, the fact that, for example, The Chronic, right? It has these life-changing songs that we had never heard, you know, those type of songs before, like Nothing But a G Thing. There's always going to be, you know, in our, you know, kind of in our memories, you know, and shaped us growing up. So that's the same way I feel about All Eyes on Me. Maybe the hottest track might have been maybe Two of America's Most Wanted.
Oh, shit.
But
Do you think in your memory banks The Chronic is stronger than All Eyes on Me or vice versa?
so I was just thinking that, because when you guys were talking about it, you know, I don't know which one I would put above. I think maybe I might go with All Eyes on Me because it just has so many songs, comparatively speaking, and might have more bangers. But the bangers that were on The Chronic were probably bigger. You feel me? So Nothing But a G Thing, I don't think anything on All Eyes on Me is going to eclipse it. Dre Day as well. Like, these songs are fucking huge, bro. Like, you know, it shaped music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Classic,
wow.
classic tunes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so The Chronic, definitely. Number 10.
I could dig it. I don't know if I feel like The Chronic hasn't aged well. I feel like it has mad skips now. Or not, if not mad skips, it definitely has a few skips.
There's a couple skips. I ain't gonna lie.
More than I remember it having.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, back then we were playing tapes, so maybe it was harder to skip.
True indeed.
Yeah. True.
Coming in at number 9, A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. Now these two surprised me, because coming in at number 8 is A Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory.
Right.
Now I didn't know we had so many Tribe fans in the crew. I thought it was mainly you. But they came along and they had 16 points for Midnight Marauders and 17 points for Low End Theory.
Nice.
I don't think either made my list personally.
Yeah, because you weren't a big
I'm
Tribe
not
fan.
super tribey, no. But these are revered classic albums, 5 mic albums, I believe, right?
Low
One
End
of them,
Theory
at
is
least.
5, and Midnight is, I think, 4.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
But Low End Theory is 5.
And they do got the slaps.
Fam.
Yeah.
Like
So-
Low End Theory has Scenario.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It has Jazz. It has
Check the rhyme.
Check the Rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It has the other one, Bugging Out. You know what I mean? And then Midnight Marauders has Award Tour.
Mhm.
Fucking Oh My God. All them shits, man. All them shits were slaps. And I remember them shits growing up, being in high school, listening to them shits. Going out drinking and having 40s and shit, listening to that music and shit was crazy, man. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? It's part of my youth, you know what I mean? So that's why, to
youth.
me,
Some brothers still be drinking 40s
that's
nowadays.
crazy. Shouts to them. God bless their liver. Because that shit is nasty. That shit is not
Nah, that
becoming.
nigga talking about me because I had a 40 on my IG, but it was a Dos Equis, man. I had never seen that shit before when I went to Mexico.
He
The
was
nigga-
gassed.
But you drank it, right?
Hell yeah, I drank that
Of course you
shit.
drank it, fucking bum.
Shout out to 40s, man. Bring that back.
Oh, man. Shout out to 40s.
Wow, that would be crazy if they brought that back right now.
Yikes.
Kids are crazy.
Yo, for real. But
No,
Midnight
but
Marauders, though.
yeah, and I fuck with Midnight Marauders. I've actually listened to both of these albums from beginning to end.
Believe it or not, it's my favorite Tribe album. Out of
Midnight,
all of- yeah.
over Low End.
Overlaw, yeah, no question.
Midnight is the one that has the robot girl between the songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guide.
Yeah,
The program.
classic albums, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Both classic. I don't know if I'm putting them in my top 10 though.
Me either.
Yeah,
Me
because
either.
there's just so many other albums that I might go with. Like, for example, Wu-Tang Forever didn't make the top list, and I put that above both these albums.
Correct.
As much as I love Tribe.
That's a solid pick.
That was actually another surprise that Wu-Tang Forever didn't make the
Didn't
top
make the
10.
list.
And also, it was written. I thought it was written would have been high up here,
That's another one.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it didn't make it.
yeah.
Big Puns didn't make it. I thought Big Pun would have made it at least to the
Yeah,
top
at least
10
Capital
somewhere.
Punishment.
Oh, Big Pun album. That's crazy, too.
Yeah, that is crazy. But definitely Midnight Marauders and Low End Theory deserve to be up here, I believe.
I could dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
Number
They're
9 and
both-
number 8,
both monumental
respectively.
albums and shit.
Yeah, definitely changed.
Classic slaps.
Still banging today. Then at number 7, we go to Queensbridge. It's actually a little bit connected to
It's
Tribe
a lot of Queens.
with the Q-Tip connection, and
Absolutely.
we get Mobb Deep's second album, The Infamous, with 21 points.
Yeah, Let Black Tell You was their first album.
Word. And let Black tell you, Life After Death is 2 albums,
Yeah, exactly.
but Wu-Tang Forever is not.
Yeah. What a fool.
Shout out to the Black Dog.
Yeah,
But
got
The
it.
Infamous,
You got a strange way of grading things.
for real. He grades it with a Biggie filter.
Hell yeah.
How can Biggie win? Oh, I got it.
I got it.
But Miss is definitely deserving of being up there.
Oh, man.
Yo, and a lot of that sound was Q-Tip, yo.
You know what I like about
He
The
was the
Infamous?
architect of that sound.
And
Go ahead.
Yeah.
for an album to make my list, it had to go. It can't have no skips.
Okay.
It's got to go you play it from start to finish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, the top ones have no skips, and towards the bottom, you might have a skip or two. Because
True.
whatever.
Yeah, it's hard.
But The Infamous is one of those albums that you're not necessarily skipping anything.
No.
You're letting
Nah,
that
no.
shit ride, yo, and it has classic songs.
Big time, big time.
Yo, we don't understand how big of a song Shook Ones is. We
True.
don't really fathom it
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
lived through it.
I can't. Yeah.
And we heard it before it came out on Clue tapes. And I remember hearing that shit. I remember my boy Dre, his brother Creed, playing that shit in his crib on a Clue tape before it came out. And I was like, oh, what is that? Oh.
Yeah.
And that shit is a historic piece of hip hop, like a time capsule
Yeah.
of a song and
It's-
that period. And
It's probably the most like used instrumental to like freestyle over.
Yeah, hell yeah.
know what
And
I'm
one
saying?
of the most recognizable sounds and songs.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Shout out to Havoc for putting together that Shook Ones beat, bro. Because when you see the breakdown of what it is, all the different elements, you be
Yeah.
like, how the fuck you put them shit
Having
together?
Q-Tip, man, because you got to give Q-Tip a lot of credit. You
Absolutely.
could hear the influence in all of it.
Yeah.
You You know what I'm saying? So shouts to both.
Then
all
you
three
get
of
the
them.
Nas feature.
Hell yeah.
You get the Ray feature.
The Ghost feature.
You get the Ghost feature.
Don't sleep on Survival of the Fittest, another fucking giant symbol.
Yep. Don't you get the Noid feature, the big Noid feature?
Yeah. Give it the goods.
Is Mega on there? On the first album?
Mega.
Nah, right? He
Mega's
might have still
not.
been in jail.
Yeah.
But Young
Shit was on
Prodigy.
On the I used to be in love with this chick named E&J.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Sometimes I wish I had
three different faces. I'm going to court for three cases in three places.
That's
That's the intro to Give It the Goods.
And Give Up the Good.
Yeah. Classic shit, yo. I love Give It the Goods. That's probably my favorite beat on the whole album. That
Really?
fucking, yeah, I love that sample, and I love the
Shook
way.
Ones and Over Survival of the Fittest.
I love that beat, yo. Trust me, there's something about that sample and the way they make it just go perfect with the snares and the hi-hats and the kicks and everything. It's amazing to me. I love it. It sounds perfect. It's beautiful to me.
In my opinion, that album solidified. I mean, at least in my list, as a Prodigy as one of the top 10 rappers of all time.
Oh yeah, he stepped it up. He definitely stepped it up.
Absolutely.
He definitely
Just because those songs are timeless, like the lyrics that he supplied on both those tracks.
I mean, on
Like,
Shook
it's
Ones,
On the whole album.
yeah, on Shook Ones, I got you stuck off the realness. Everybody knows that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
or to all the killers, and even that
$100
just
bills,
that sample, that little phrase. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mobb Deep. Shout out to Queensbridge. Rest in peace, Prodigy. Shout out to Havoc, the infamous number 7.
Chill.
Again, an album I could just play from start to finish. And I wasn't the super Mobb Deep cat, but that album, that's.
I got a question. Do you
That's
like
probably my
that
favorite
better
album.
or Hell on Earth?
I like The Infamous better as an album.
Okay.
But Hell on Earth got Drop a Gem on them, and The Godfather 3, which I'll listen to at any time.
Okay.
That album was crazy.
Yeah. It's got a couple other songs too, like The Vultures and shit. And I think Method Man is on that song. It's got a couple other songs, but Drop a Gem on them, that piano and that beat. And I didn't even know the Subliminals was at Tupac till like 10 years later or some shit.
I knew it like right away. But anyway,
But that song.
that
wow.
fun fact.
He put Jigga on there as well.
The what?
Was he going at Jigga on there as well? Or Drop a Gem on there? It was just
I'd have
Tupac?
to listen. Yeah, I want to say it was just Tupac.
Possibly. No, yeah, but for me, that song is the song that I test any equipment with. I think the levels on that song are perfect.
On
Drop a Gem.
Drop a Gem on. Yeah.
Like the beat and shit. Oh man.
With the vocal sample. Man, that's a cheat code. Yeah. Then coming in at number 6, which another album I thought would have been higher. Bruh. Wu-Tang Forever is a classic.
It is.
But 36 Chambers, I don't think Wu-Tang Forever's classic status eclipses the 36 Chambers
Well,
classic.
I think
way.
there's two reasons for that. One is because you got to remember 36 Chambers introduced a whole new type of hip hop, basically. They almost became by themselves a subgenre of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? That, and then on top is that 36 Chambers was the beginning. Like, they were fresh, they were hungry, and it was dope. It was raw. Whereas, as dope as Wu-Tang Forever is, sonically, amazingly by the RZA, it also marks the decline of the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think it's so revered, because 36 Chambers is the ascension, like the top. They're going to the top.
But
You know what I'm
also, 36 Chambers has Cream, and Cream has been voted as either number 1 or number 2
Hip-hop
on
songs
the
of all time.
best hip-hop songs of all
Yeah.
time.
I
It's
mean-
either Cream or Juicy.
Yeah, it's one of
Well,
those.
that's how I judge the albums. It's like what song, what album has the most, not only bangers and songs that slap, just classic tracks that when you first heard them, you're like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Mm-hmm.
And 36 Chambers, you know, when you compare it to Wu-Tang Forever, it kills it. Like, you know, it kills on every level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it's not a double album and you still got like at least 10 singles that you're like, fuck, yo, nothing's touching that.
They did drop mad singles off that album.
They
B.
did. They killed it.
Method Man.
Method Man spawned a career off that shit.
Protect Your Neck,
Protect Your
Cream,
Neck.
Method Man,
Yeah.
Can It Be Also Simple,
Tears.
Chess Boxing.
Chess boxing.
Mystery of Chess Boxing.
That's already 5
Was
Fuck
Tears
with.
on there?
Tears.
Tears.
Yeah, Tears.
6.
Yeah.
6 singles off of what? 13 joint album?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they killed that shit.
And each
great.
one was a classic and a hit. And like you said, it was the
Classic.
first time people were hearing it. So by the time
Yeah.
they got to Wu-Tang Forever, they were maybe kind of used to this sound.
Right.
Although Wu-Tang Forever
was very different.
sounds fucking dope.
Yeah.
Revolutionary as well.
And I love that it's a double album and that there's no skips.
Yeah, the way it was put together as well.
You know, Life After Death, which is ranked higher, obviously. It's a double album, but I'd say, yo, sometimes there'd be a skip or two on there, B.
On what album? The second album?
Life After
Life After-
Death.
Yeah, I know, but on the second,
On the second CD,
what would you
is
skip?
it on the second CD? The song with Little Kim sometimes? Nasty Girl?
What would you do?
What would-
That
was-
Cut the hooker off.
That fucking track is hard though.
It's not, yeah, but sometimes you just don't want to hear it.
Oh, wow.
Where Wu-Tang Forever, I don't know. For some reason, Wu-Tang Forever just plays, bruh. There's no skips on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. But you gotta get in the mode to listen to Wu-Tang Forever. You can
Oh,
just throw
absolutely.
at a barbecue. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You can throw
right.
that-
Hell no.
Yeah, you can't play that around the baddies.
Yeah, you got to be in the vibe for
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Forever.
Life After you could throw on anyway. You feel
Hell
me? At a
yeah.
barbecue.
Oh, that's definitely you. That's definitely you could throw on with the baddies.
Hell yeah.
Right.
But right above 36 Chambers is another connected album. It's another Wu-Tang album. It's Raekwon's Cuban Links with 28 points.
And it ranked above.
And it ranked above 36 Chambers.
Predecessor.
So what does that make y'all think?
That by that point, RZA was razor sharp.
I wasn't surprised by this.
Nah, me neither.
Not at all.
No.
I actually thought Cuban Links was going to be like a surprise pick to crack the top 3 because I knew the top 3 was going to be the fucking top 3. And I was hoping somebody would have came in and like shook it up and shit.
Shook it up.
But Cuban Links comes in at number 5. A classic album. Yo, Cuban Links, matter of fact, people don't know this, and this is free sauce.
Oh, shit.
If you're ever going through a breakup, listen to Cuban Links.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
That shit is a great breakup album.
Yeah, because it doesn't let any type of, like, mushy thoughts.
No
creep
mushy
into-
thoughts, and
creep
then
into
it
your
ends
head.
with North Star, and the nigga's like, yo, you're the best. I seen
Yeah.
you since you was a little stealing weed and shit. Some
You
shit.
crazy.
Yo, oh
that
my
shit's
God, that shit ends so perfect that the other day I just threw on North Star. I don't know, by itself.
It's like
Right.
right after Rainy Days, ain't it? Like that's another song that's
Hell
like,
yeah, bro.
what the fuck?
Talk about a
What was
movie
it
on
before?
audio
Yeah.
reel.
Nah, that shit is a super classic. Again, RZA just smacked it out of the park. Every track is a banger. Like, they're all also classics that people just freestyle over and shit because they're just fucking bangers. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
not only did RZA come through, but then so did everybody else, and the Ghostface aspect of it.
Yes.
We cannot overlook how different an album would that have been had Ghostface not been on almost every track. He even had a solo track.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we
Which-
cannot overlook that.
Yeah, I consider it Ghostface's debut as well as Raekwon's.
Okay.
You know, debut solo album.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they're not them together are not a group, but they put in just the same amount of work, I think, in terms of the tracks. Now it might have been Raekwon's vision, but yo, Ghostface's lyricism on that shit and
his
what he brings
execution.
to the table, yeah, forget about it.
Last episode with RB and Bizzle, we were talking about artists going back and making videos for songs that they didn't make a video for when the album dropped. Cuban Links is the perfect album.
Cuban
for
Link and
that.
Iron Man.
The whole fucking they could make a movie out of that album.
Out of both of them.
Yeah.
Part 1 and Part 2, the sequel.
They
Or
should
actually
do
make
that
like 4 movies out of that shit.
Word.
Facts.
Now,
Holla at us.
Cuban Links hit the top 5. Cuban
Yeah.
Links cracks the top 5, and I think this
Facts.
is where it gets like
Predictable?
yes,
And no?
predictable, but also debatable.
Okay.
So at number 3 and 4, we have a tie. With 36 points each, we have Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die at number 4, and Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt Ready to Die at number 3.
Okay.
So,
what do you want to debate?
is Cuban Links better than either of those albums?
Better than Reasonable or Ready?
Yeah.
No. Not in my opinion.
Immediate no like that?
Yeah, the immediate.
On
no.
the right day, it couldn't be?
It can't be, because it's the same thing when you're talking about Ready to Die in 36 Chambers. You got to get into a mode to listen to Cuban Links.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
I will debate that, and I will say Cuban Link is better than Ready to Die, not better than Reasonable.
And why do you say that?
You are tripping, sir.
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Ready to Die is probably. I used to say this a lot before.
I feel like I agree with you, though.
I used to say this a lot, and I used to like Ready to Die more than Life After.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Until
think-
I grew up and I got older.
Exactly. I think Ready to Die didn't age well.
You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, that's why I think the aging. There's a lot of songs on there that just belong where they were made at.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have no other value past that. You understand what I'm saying?
And it's hard to appreciate them now.
Where Cuban Link, although it does sound like 1995, it's still the just the fact that it's so gritty, it makes it sound new for some reason. I don't know. It just sounds doper to me for some reason. And I could listen to that album more than Ready to Die now.
With less skips.
Absolutely, 100%.
See, I'd agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree when you listen to the album on a total spectrum. Yeah, but again, we're going back to bangers, right?
Right.
And besides like maybe Incarcerated Scarfaces and like the remix to what you call it, to fucking what's this track?
Can it be also simple?
Can it be also simple? Excuse me. There's not many bangers that are gonna fuck with. For example, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Juicy off the rip. I get it.
Give me the loop. Warning.
Nah. Give me the
One more
loop.
chance.
I'll tell you
The
what song
what?
I'd rather listen to
what?
over Give Me the Loop.
Juicy, the best song.
Okay,
the
you got
best hip-hop
Juicy.
song of
No,
all
but
time.
Raekwon got Ice Cream. You could put
Yes.
Juicy against Ice Cream.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, excuse me, Ice Cream. Yeah, okay.
Okay, and I'll tell you
give
what.
Ice Cream.
You know what I'd rather listen to over Give Me the Loop? Glacier's Vice.
Glaciers of Ice is
Give me the
on
loop.
Iron Man.
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
It's on Cuban Link.
It's on Cuban Link. That's a Raekwon song, yeah.
Okay.
That was
Oh,
actually
maybe
the
I'm
lead
right.
single, Glaciers of Ice.
Facts.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, but I'll give you that. But still, I'm talking about in terms
You're already
of
down 2-0.
my brother. I'm talking about in terms of all time hip hop songs.
Yeah.
It's not fucking with Big Papa. It's not fucking with Juicy. It's not fucking with The What. It's not fucking with Unbelievable.
The
Come
What
on,
had
man.
a Wu-Tang member on it.
Right. No, you have a valid point when speaking about songs, and I get that that's how you graded your, that's how you created your list.
Yeah.
I think we lean more towards album.
Entirety.
Entirety. Yeah.
Right. I look
yeah.
like the cultural impact of Cuban Link overall in its entirety, not song by song. If you want to go
But it
song by
didn't
song, they had
have-
super classics on there.
But it didn't have the cultural impact that Ready to Die did, though.
No,
There's still people right now trying to emulate.
I'm just
Ready
talking
to Die.
about an album.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you get in your car right now. Do you want to throw on Cuban Links or you want to throw on Ready to Die? If you had
Right.
to choose one, which one would you play? And which one would it be more?
Exactly.
You know,
I might throw on Ready to Die unless I'm going through a breakup. Then I'll listen to Cuban Links.
Out of 10,
that's a great idea.
See,
That's great advice.
out of 10 times, I'll probably throw Cuban Link on 7 to 8 times over Ready.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
different. See,
saying?
I think I would
And-
lean more like Like
Alright,
a little
what
bit
track
closer.
you gonna play for the baddies?
And
what album?
I get it.
What
I get
album
it.
you gonna
And
play in front of the baddies?
fuck around, catch me on the right day. I'll play I'll play Cuban Link over Reasonable. You know what I'm saying? So like it all depends also too on the shit that I'm on.
Yeah, it depends the mood. Yeah, now,
But it is a
Cuban
super
Links
classic
over
album.
Reasonable.
No way.
That I can't agree to, bruh, and definitely not around the baddies.
Oh nah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think at any point I would pick Reasonable Doubt, Cuban Links over Reasonable Doubt. Oh no, I'm not saying that. Let's say out of 10 times, it'd probably be like 8-2.
Okay.
Like twice.
And I love Cuban Link.
You're right.
Like I said, that's a breakup album. I done connected with that album. I know from front to back. I know where people ad
Yeah, I
lib.
get it.
It's a great album. But yo,
Right.
And you were
Reasonable
right about
Doubt
Ice
makes
Cream.
you feel
I totally forgot about
silky,
Ice
bro.
Cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt makes you feel good. Like Cuban Links is dope, and you can listen to it and enjoy it, but it doesn't make you feel good.
It makes you
Yo,
feel something.
put on
Makes you feel
Reasonable
something.
Doubt, and immediately you in a different state of mind.
Yo, that shit could cheer you up.
When Not the Hustle fucking starts.
God
Yeah.
forbid
Like,
you
what
just got paid.
Oh wow, you're gonna blow it all
Like,
that night
you
at the
got
club.
laid, nigga. I don't even know, like some crazy shit.
Oh my god, bro. No, Reasonable Doubt
Aid and laid.
is
All right, so we were up to number 4. Ready?
Ready's number 4, 36 points, tied with Reasonable Doubt at number 3 with 36 points. This is where the list got
Mushy.
predictable.
No, just
so I knew
predictable.
Reasonable was gonna be top 3. I didn't know. I knew Ready to Die was gonna be top 3.
Ready.
I didn't know Reasonable was gonna be top 3 or tie Ready to Die. That was actually a surprise.
Wow.
As much as I love Reasonable, I didn't think people held it to that Ready to Die level of esteem.
Okay.
So I
then-
thought Reasonable was gonna.
Go ahead.
No, excuse me. Not that I thought. In my list, I would have put Reasonable as my number 2.
Right.
That's
You
in my
know?
number 2 as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, that would have been my number 2.
Okay.
But yeah, agreed. I mean, it's just classic, bro. It's just one of those albums that you're like. But the same thing, you know, that's how I feel about Ready to Die. It's just like
That's a little
that's
bit
what
of.
makes them the top rappers of all time.
But that's
You know
what's
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
bit fucked up about the list and our participating partners. Like, I don't think Black has ever heard the American Gangster album.
True.
Or the 444 album.
True.
And I
Okay.
think either of those two could have made this list.
True.
Yeah. Easy.
You know, with the Nas albums,
Ready to
Magic is a great album.
It's good.
Life
Yes.
is Good is even better.
Oh yeah.
Life is Good is a great album.
Yeah.
But that shit didn't
Godson.
make no list.
True.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
It
So-
wasn't. It wouldn't, because it's not in the upper echelon of the golden era.
Right. Where do you think it falls on a Nas album list?
What?
Which
Life
one?
is Good.
Life is good.
Yeah.
Out of his whole catalog.
It's gotta be top 5.
Wow.
Yeah, it's top 5. But you know, a lot of people
It's tough.
love Stillmatic.
Yeah.
You know,
And Godson.
Thank
yeah,
God.
me personally, I love Godson, but
Godson is
a lot
dope.
of people love Stillmatic. You feel, and will put Stillmatic over Godson.
It's tough.
Life is
And
Good
then
is
Magic
different
is
though.
dope. Magic is
No,
dope.
Life is Good is dope as fuck, yo. A lot of people don't realize that was 444 before 444.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, I will agree. I would agree.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Like
is
that album.
That's
was,
another album that might not have a skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough.
Yeah.
And it ends with the fucking banging love song.
Yeah, like Nas can only do.
For real. So
Nas.
I don't know. To me, Life is Good is probably, it's got to be like number 4.
You?
Yeah, because you got you know, the
I know.
top 3, his first
Illmatic.
3, and then Life is Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other people.
Oh, because you like I Am too.
Because I like I Am, yeah. So I
That's
would
your
put I
favorite.
Am up there.
Yeah, that's your
Holy
favorite.
shit.
That's got to be top. That's got to be number 3. Number 1 and 2 is debatable with Nas because you know the albums
It was ran that
equally as
Illmatic.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
me, I Am comes in at top 3. Then Life is Good got to be number 4. And then
That's
after that,
yeah.
And then Stillmatic, maybe.
then
Yeah.
Godson.
one of those. Definitely
Motherfucker got some albums, bro.
How about Street Disciple?
Not a good album for a double album.
I'm joking. Yeah, it was
Not a good album. I might have been the only person who bought that shit.
I have it.
I'm the only person. Yeah.
yeah, I got it.
Oh, then
You both of y'all.
for real. I bought it on sale. That's the only reason I bought it.
I don't know
when
how.
when
I
your
got it,
beat
though.
was closing down. I think I got it.
And
for like
what
$5.
about the Lost tapes, the original?
That's like mixtapes though.
Yeah, I don't consider that an album so much because those songs were all like available. Somebody just kind of compiled them. You know, if you had been collecting mixtapes, you had them all.
True.
But is it considered a Nas album though?
I think so, and I
I know
think
we
people
don't
hold it up
listen.
there.
Especially Lost Tapes too, because that was actually put together by Nas and shit.
Yeah, but no, I think Lost Tapes
Well,
won. People hold
Lost
it up
Tapes
there
won.
high.
They do.
in
Yeah,
Nas
Lost
list.
Tapes
They
won.
do. They
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's the original I Am.
Yes, it has all the songs that should have been on there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's got fucking Drunk by Myself and
Facts.
what's the other one?
Blazer
50.
Blazer 50.
I had those two songs on the
Do-rags.
same Clue tape. Oh my god, what a Clue tape, bro! And I think that shit had a cannabis freestyle on it. Wow,
That
shout out to
shit
DJ
was
Clue. At number
Shout out
2,
to
coming
Nas.
in with the big 46 points, predictably, Life After Death.
Big surprise.
Who y'all talking
A great album, bro. Yo, probably the best
That's my
double
number
album
one.
ever.
Yeah, that's my number
In our
one.
opinions, yes.
Except,
we get,
like
we
I
get
said,
pushback.
Wu-Tang Forever kind of beats it sometimes, depending on the mood, but
Yeah.
Life After Death is going to win most of it.
Life After Death just has something for everybody.
Yeah.
Even the casual listener will enjoy
And
this
people
album.
know that album, bro. Those songs that were big were
Yeah.
huge.
No, they're not big.
Hypnotize still be used for shit now in commercials and shit. And
Like I said, I witnessed the power of Hypnotize when I was, like I said, at the Miguel concert, and the guy, the DJ, was just spinning before, and he was spinning dope, like cool shit. He was spinning dope shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was just there with their drink or whatever. Yo, when Hypnotize came on, everybody was like, oh, and everybody just started getting looser and shit, moving around. I was like, yo, that song is a game changer, yo. And it didn't matter the age, like the age, difference. I was
age
probably
appropriate for
one of the
everyone.
aged well.
yeah, I was one of
Yeah.
the oldest people in there, and it was people way younger than me, and they were all loving it.
Yep. Then
You
you,
know
got
what I'm
More Money, More Problems.
Yeah, that's
Oof.
another one. That's another one.
Crazy,
Yeah,
big,
yeah.
That's a
big
big one.
fucking crossover pop single that's
Super.
still
I
being
got a
mad
story to
shit.
tell.
Yeah.
I got a story to tell.
They still making
What's the other
fake
single
videos
with
on that
with
shit.
112?
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. Facts. Another one.
Crazy big
It's one of those.
song.
It's one of those albums where it's the perfect blend of like underground commercial lyricism,
Facts.
humor,
Absolutely.
fucking violence.
Because it has its gritty. It has its gritty cuts on there.
Absolutely,
Like 10 Crack
absolutely.
Commandments. It doesn't get more primo than that. It doesn't get more New York than that.
But then it has a
Absolutely.
song like Notorious Thugs.
Yeah.
That's totally different, but you hear the first key and you know what it is, and you're like, oh shit,
This is gonna be.
Mhm.
this hard.
This is gonna be hard.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It has that. It has Kicking the Door, and then it has like you said, Notorious Thugs and shit.
But then it has sleeper tracks like My Downfall.
yeah, my
My downfall.
Yeah.
And
What a song,
yeah.
B. Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Those
And-
two
and,
right there, and
what-
I think they're back to back.
Yeah. What's
Oh
beef?
And,
my god,
What's beef?
What's the other one? What's beef was hard too.
What's beef too? Yeah.
Somebody gotta die.
Somebody got to die.
You're nobody
is like one
till
of the
somebody kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're nobody till somebody kills you.
With Faith.
That is one of the craziest
Oh,
tracks.
And those are that's how the album ends
Yeah.
with My Downfall or Long Kiss Goodnight, My Downfall.
And no-
Somebody's
and
got
Nobody,
it.
yeah.
Or ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Those three
Yes.
end tracks,
Yeah.
yo,
Crazy
that shit
deep.
smokes other people's whole albums.
Facts. The way
Exactly.
Big was spitting
And those
and
were
what he
like
was saying.
pure
yeah.
album cuts. Like those will never be
Oh,
singles.
B-sides, super B-sides, super C-sides.
Yo,
Exactly.
Those songs are crazy, bro.
Yeah, but Life
Niggas
After.
bleed. Niggas
Niggas
bleed had the
bleed.
ill story.
though. Hell yeah.
See, I
And,
like
Somebody got to die.
no, well, I like that he ended with those three fire songs because with a double album, somebody might like get tired and not listen to the whole thing
And skip, yeah.
and miss
Yeah,
three
yeah.
of the hardest songs.
Yeah,
but no,
nah.
I love the dough. I love the dough.
I love the dough. Yeah. I
Angela Wood
love
Jay
the
Z.
dough.
Yo, what a song, bro!
Another
That
one.
beat. Oh, that's another summer song that I don't think we
Oh,
included in the list.
that's
But
super.
That shit.
That's super
drop
cookout music.
top music. music.
Yeah, that's
cookout
drop top
music.
cookout music for
Oh
sure.
my god, bro!
Yeah.
This whole album could be.
it has
This is a
two
summer
of the
album.
greatest rappers,
Big
arguably
time.
of all time, on it.
You heard,
Trading
Blood?
bars.
This is a summer album for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and winter,
And winter,
both.
yeah, because it got those songs.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh,
Aye.
Life after, man.
Life after death,
know.
man.
that would
I-
have been my number one. I would have went Life After and then Reasonable Doubt.
Ooh.
Very Brooklyn. And then the actual number one, what won number one with a pretty resounding 59 points was Nas's
Crazy.
Yo, that's tough.
That is tough. I
Yeah.
might go with Life After.
That's tough, bro. Illmatic against Cuban Links on the right day. That's tough.
Facts.
Cuban Links is a long album. That shit against Life After Death on the right day.
Yeah. Might
You
get
know,
it.
it's raining. It's a little brick.
You got
You're
18
not
joints
really
on
in
there.
party mood.
You want to go Cuban?
You know.
You wanna go
That's why I like
crazy.
this top five. I mean, it applies for the whole list, but I think the top five, especially Cuban Links, Ready to Die, Reasonable Doubt, Life After Death, and at number one, Illmatic, like those are all interchangeable. If this list, if suddenly they were in different order,
Yeah,
it would still make perfect sense.
Nobody would really bat an eye.
yeah. And again, all New York 90s hip hop. They all
Big time.
released within probably a 3-year span.
Couple years,
Yeah,
a couple years from each other.
The oldest one is Life After.
The peak of
The oldest one or the?
I'm saying the new. Well, the
no,
the latest
Illmatic
one.
came out
Latest.
first.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I,
the oldest
that's
one
what
is
I meant. I'm
Illmatic.
sorry, the one that came out latest.
Oh, the last one just dropped.
Yeah, it was Life
Yeah,
After.
it was Life
Then,
After.
then Reasonable.
And that was
then
97. Illmatic came out in what? 95?
93.
93.
So 4-album window of our childhoods and hip hop and what raised us and conditioned us happened.
And again, all songs that when you go back to hip hop, no matter if you're a fucking Public Enemy fan, if you're a fucking Ice Cube fan, or if you're like a Little Durk fan, you gotta respect, because these are artists in their prime when the music was in its fucking like just top tier, like
Artistic
production, lyricism, like, you know, just
And
where, you know,
competitiveness. People weren't
Yeah.
all friends and
True.
willing to collaborate and big each other up and all this other shit. Like,
yeah,
yo,
nah,
Big
man,
and Jay and Nas wasn't necessarily the coolest. You know, they might have been cordial, but they wasn't the best of friends, and they didn't fake
Facts.
the funk. And you know, that's you really listen to these fucking albums and the albums that came after this and the subliminals that were going back and forth between all of them, and you throw Prodigy in there too.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite subliminals is Big Mama Thing featuring Jay-Z.
Oh, to Biggie.
Yeah, because Biggie wrote Kim's verse. And if you listen to Kim's verse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite subliminals.
Yeah, this is 93, 94 Chicago Bulls versus Lakers. You know, Bulls versus Suns. It's like, you know, like
Shit, Bulls versus Bulls. 94
Rick,
Bulls
nigga.
versus 96 Bulls.
basically this is when shit was real, nigga. When shit was
For
really real.
bro.
That's a fact. Yeah, but these are classic albums, man.
Yeah,
Like
man.
you said, from 5 to 1, they're all interchangeable. Like I said,
Absolutely.
nobody would really, you know, like I said. bat an eye.
Absolutely. So we're gonna drop this list on the gram. We're gonna drop it on Twitter and Facebook, and we want to hear what y'all had to think.
Tell
What's
us what
your
you think.
top 10? Who would you change, eliminate? Who would you put in here? What's missing? What's not missing?
Definitely fun.
You know, yeah, definitely. I thought Big Pun would have made a list.
I honestly
here or
thought
there.
Doggy Style would have made it in here.
Nah. I
Doggy
didn't.
Style has some classics, yo.
It's a great album.
Yeah.
Nah, you know,
It's just in our circle. I don't think I've heard Doggy Style mentioned in any conversation of great album
I don't know. It's pretty iconic in my
here and
opinion.
there.
no, I mean, as good as the album is, and it's amazing. It's just we go back always to like the bangers, like the lyricism, you know, like shit that you can't forget. You can't forget about these tracks. There's no way.
Yeah. And these
You know what I
albums, yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Shout out to all these albums. Shout out to Nas. You are crowned the best hip hop album of all time by Last Breath Entertainment, and for that you win a big thumbs up. Shout out to you. And and if you ever want to come up and be interviewed, that'd be cool.
You can sit right there, right across.
Absolutely.
Ain't that your dream interview right there,
We'll
Nasty
talk,
Nas
we'll talk.
there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, both of us actually.
For sure. We get him to talk. Pause.
He's gonna come up on a day white boy can't be here and shit.
Exactly. This guy's dream date.
Yo, it's my wifey's birthday. I gotta go. And I'll be,
Those
I'll be
boys.
like, yo, but
Nah.
I got a guest that
Nah,
weekend,
I'll call and be like, yo, my fish drowned.
B. Word. I'll be like, yo, but I got a guest that weekend. You gotta be here. Nah, man. I gotta babysit the fucking puppies.
My fish drowned. Fish don't drown.
Nigga, next thing you know, I'm here with Nas. We rap battling and shit, and I beat him.
Nigga, you crazy.
dreaming.
Nah, man. Shout out to Nas.
Shout out to Nas, man. My
Shout out to
favorite.
the list. Shout out to Rolling Stone. Although we didn't necessarily agree with their list, they did compile a good list, and I like that
Yeah,
they
this-
have many different opinions, so that their
Facts.
list is not as skewed as ours and as each
True,
was biased. But so be
This
it.
the Rolling Stones list. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Shout out to that. Shout out to Brother F and Straight Fuego Studios. Shout out to y'all brothers. Y'all got any sign-offs and or shout-outs?
Go ahead, Blood.
You already know, man. Nasir, Nasty Nas, B.I.G. and Jigga, man. Trinity, Holy Trinity of rap, man. It's supposed to be that way. Know what I mean?
Ain't no other way.
And and like I said, this is the Rolling Stone list. N-E-D, stoned. Know what I mean? Holla. LBE to the death.
I was listening to was it to the last episode? Whatever episode we were talking about Big Jay-Z and Nas, and I pointed out that Pac should have been up there, but Jay-Z.
That was the
crushed
last
it.
episode, yeah.
So I'm listening to it, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, nobody's gonna say here's the best pods, Bud and Nori and Gods.
You were
But then
waiting for
one
it.
of us said it. Yeah.
You said it.
I
said
wasn't on that episode. That was 113. That was before Bizzle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I wasn't on that
Yeah,
episode.
he wasn't on it. It was me, you, and
missed
Black.
it.
Yeah,
That was
I
good.
definitely would have said it. You know what I mean?
You should've. I think I ended up saying it. I
God,
Yeah,
think-
you did. We the gods.
Shout out to that. Shout out to episode 115.
115 episodes, man. We did it again.
Shout out to y'all brothers.
Undefeated.
Absolutely. Let's get into the love song of the week.
Don't sound so
I
excited.
spoke about it on the last episode.
Chill.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna play it this time. It's
Oh, yeah.
Chris Brown, "Survive the Night," off the new album Breezy.
Breezy.
Some thotty music right
The
here.
M. Burnz Love Song of the Week for episode 115. As always, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride. Brother F, hit me.
Tell me no, this is some definite thotty music.
Shout out to all the ladies, super thotty music. Shout out to all the moms, the wives, the grandmas, the aunties, the side pieces, the thotties, the side pieces, the thotties, the bartenders,
The side piece.
the flight
Hip hop
attendants,
honeys.
the teachers. We love you. Episode 115.
Wanna learn.
The Godcast. And I'm out.
Don't listen to this goddamn show. He plays all this on tune.
I do.
Chill. I can't wait. Yo, Blood. We'll holla.
You already, my niggas.
You the man, yo. Don't let nobody tell you different, bro. You're my MVP.
One love.
No more fighting on the cruise, nigga.
Yeah. You can't go all fucking wild on the cruise, bro.
It's the real carnival.
All mook.
He's like, fuck that. We're in international waters.
Oh my god.
That's it.
All right, my bro, holla.